What is the best way to make money in crypto? That's what I'm going to talk about in this video today. There are 3 ways to make money in crypto, and I'm going to cover each one of those, and I'm going to tell you the best way to make money in crypto. I think you're going to be surprised with the answer. Plus, I'm going to do an update on Bitcoin, where it looks like we're going. This is going to be a good one, guys. Watch it all. Hey everybody, Joel with the Crypto Code here. Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to do a quick Bitcoin update and then talk about the 3 ways to make money in crypto, which method I think is the best one. Well, yesterday Bitcoin hit 58,000. Currently, we're just testing at about the 59,000 range. And oh yeah, we just hit 58,000, so we're just testing just below that. Markets are about to open. Stock market's about to open just before I started to hit record on this video. Plus, right now the stock market is tanking. It's going down, it's dropping, and usually you'll see Bitcoin and crypto follow suit. And we've been expecting that. This is the cycles. Cycles are for trading, where cycles are down right now, and we're in this bear market. But this is, like I said, if you've been following my videos for the last several weeks, this is actually opportunity time, and we know that here at the Crypto Code. So I'm going to talk about Bitcoin here really quick, and then I'm going to get into the 3 ways to make money with crypto. So Bitcoin, as we said, we're looking to head down to that 52 to probably 48 range. And it does look like it could be happening sooner rather than later. We're visiting, when the stock market goes down, generally, like I said, you're going to see crypto go down. Those are the 2 areas to watch for, between 52 to 48. Now, a lot of people are expecting, and they're looking at the charts and looking at cycles, saying that the cycle bottom could be around October timeframe. And it's very well possible that we could hit a low in October. But it's also very possible that we could hit a low here really quick here within the next couple of weeks. We're looking at between now through even January for the low in Bitcoin. I know that seems to be a big range, but it is a big range, and you're never going to catch the bottom of Bitcoin, and you're never going to catch the top unless you're super lucky. But there are signs and the things that you can do to get really close to those bottoms and really close to those tops. If you didn't watch my video, the last video that I posted about TCC Cycle Pro, make sure you guys go check out that video where I go into more detail. And I'm going to talk about it shortly here when I talk about the 3 ways to make money in crypto here in just a moment. However, what you do at this stage of the market is this is when you start to dollar cost average and you start to buy at lower levels. Not 100% all in, because it could go much lower, but this is when you start taking nibbles, start buying at these lower levels. Right now we are at lower levels. We are in an accumulation zone. Could it go a lot lower? Could we go to 48? Could we go to 34? Absolutely. Now, it doesn't matter where I think Bitcoin is going. All we can do is look at our charts and look at our projections. And in the low, the 34K to 32K is a very probable extreme type of a low. Most likely than not, we will go ahead and hit that 52K to 48K. Many times it won't go as low as people think, because then it will get front run by the big dogs, and then price will start to zoom up, and next thing you know, we're back to 60K again. And so we only visit these very extreme zones for a short amount of time. And like I said in my last video, many times these short times are during holidays, during vacations, during Christmas. They're when a lot of people are not paying attention, and many people will miss these. So one of the best strategies is to just start dollar cost averaging at these levels with a percentage of your portfolio, and then wait 4 years and sell. That's one of those methods. So speaking of the 3 methods to make money in crypto, okay, so to clarify, back again, we're definitely momentum down. We're getting ready to get out of this bear market. Bull markets are started at the bottom, not at the top. And so sentiment is getting worse and worse and worse. You're seeing things like companies starting to look at wanting to sue Michael Saylor, and its strategy is going to go to zero, and blah, blah, blah. And so it takes these catalysts, stock market going down, wars and that, it takes these catalysts to kind of get us to the bottom, and then we could range around at the bottom for a long time. We could range around at the bottom, these bottoms even for like a year, or we could shoot back up quickly, back up to 60,000. 60,000 has been our really strong support for a long time, and now it looks like it's getting turned into a temporary resistance. And so when we go down below that 60K range, anything from 60K to 34 will be great buying opportunities for the future. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm doing with my money. Okay, let's dive into the 3 ways to make money with crypto. There are 3 ways to make money with crypto. Now, before I tell you about the 3 ways to make money with crypto, you need to understand the 3 questions that you need to answer before you ever do any one of these methods. Question number 1 is, where am I going to enter? What price level am I going to enter at? You need to know this before you ever take a trade, before you ever buy any crypto. Question number 2 is, where am I going to exit if the price goes against me? That's called your stop loss. So no matter what method you're using, you should always have a stop loss. You should always have a stop loss in your trading plan. And if you're not using a trading plan, you really shouldn't be trading. Question number 3 is, where will I exit if the price goes for me? And that is called your take profit. Let me show you guys a trading plan right here. We do trading plans here at the Crypto Code where we give you the entry, the exit, your stop loss, and the take profits. And we have about a 74 to 78% win rate. You can see that publicly on trade.thecryptocode.com, and you can see our public trade records. These are the trades that we give our students, and this is what we follow. And with using proper risk management, you can do incredibly well. By the way, big shout out to our students. You guys have been doing awesome. We're printing a lot of profits in these shorts, and it's been exciting to watch. While I've been here on vacation, I haven't been doing a lot of trading, but several of my shorts that I had set up earlier with my trade plans have done really, really well. So I've already paid for this trip. So, okay, so 3 ways to make money in crypto. And number 1 is this, trading. Okay, trading crypto. That's my favorite way to make money in crypto. I trade the markets weekly. It doesn't matter if the markets are going up. It doesn't matter if the market's going down. I trade, and I trade using very specific trade plans. And I go long. That means making money when crypto goes up, and I make money when crypto goes down. That's called shorting the markets. And if you don't know how to short the markets, we can teach you how to do that. And it's a beautiful thing because you can make money at any time in the markets. You don't have to wait for 4-year cycles. You don't have to wait for crypto to pump. You don't have to wait. When you trade with a plan and you learn proper risk management and you actually trade using your plan, it's very possible to do extremely well. I've done extremely well. That is actually my number 1 way to make money in crypto. So number 1 is trading. Number 2 is waiting for cycle lows and then selling at cycle tops or near the top. We use an indicator called the TCC Cycle Pro. I talked about it in the last video that I posted, and it's basically you wait. You have these windows of opportunity, these cycles. Bitcoin cycles in about these 4-year cycles. Everything cycles, and it will continue to do a 4-year cycle until it breaks. At some point in the future, it'll probably break. But right now, it seems to be pretty spot on in trading on these cycles. So on these cycles, there'll be a time in these markets where the momentum will shift, and our TCC Cycle Pro indicator will flip green. And when we're in the right time window, that's when you buy. There's an appropriate time to buy, and you start to scale in at those levels. And then from there, you also set a stop loss, because you can flip green on an indicator and then have it turn around. That just happened a couple months ago, but we weren't in the cycle time. So you always buy when we flip green and set a stop loss. And then when you catch that cycle bottom, come back 4 years later and you're generally a happy camper. And how do you know when to get out? well, when we flip red, you for sure need to be out. What we do is we like to scale out. When we get towards the end of that cycle, we can see our indicators flashing. We start to scale out our positions because you never know how high it could go. But when we flip red, you absolutely want to get out. And that's how we got out of Bitcoin at about 113,000. So we were getting out about between 113 and 120,000. So that's the second way to make money, and that is cycle trading. The third way to make money trading is with automation and automation bots. And we do the same thing here at the Crypto Code with our wave bot strategies. So if you want to learn how to do, automated trading is awesome and amazing. You also have to understand that you have periods of drawdown as well, just like anything. Nothing is going to be perfect. There's no such thing in crypto as push a button and make $1 million without any risk or without having drawdowns. There's nothing like that that exists. But if you want automation that can trade while you're sleeping, can buy and sell while you're just going about your regular life, like I'll show you guys some of my bots that I have running right now. These are all bots that have run and just bring me consistent profits. I don't know if you guys can see that here with the glare, but these are all bots that run and they bring me consistent profits. Sometimes some parts of the year they're rocking and rolling and you have bots printing you profits every day, and sometimes you get into a drawdown and you'll go a couple of weeks without any profits. But the thing with bots is you average it over time. And so you just can't really look at that any one day or even a shorter amount of period. But it's those 2 to 3 to 4 years that you'll really see those start to come in. And if you're auto compounding, those can really add up. All right, so those are the 3 ways to make money with crypto. My favorite way is actually trading, and then my second is cycle trading. I mean, those are both trading. One is just on a longer term time frame, one is on a shorter term time frame. And if you want, and then automated bots are awesome. That's my high yield savings account. That's the way I look at that. If you guys want to learn how to do any of these, if you want to learn how to trade with a plan, if you're tired of losing at crypto and you want to finally trade with some structure, you want to trade with a very specific system, check out the workshop. Go down in the description of this video, register for our workshop. We'll teach you what we do. We'll even send you 3 gifts, including $10 in Bitcoin when you attend one of our workshops. Alrighty guys, I'm headed to a dentist appointment this morning. Yes, my dentist is here in Florida, so I have to travel to Florida to go to my dentist. Then we're gonna head over to Epcot, and our favorite restaurant is the Beer Garden restaurant there in Disney. We just love that place. So we're gonna go head around to Epcot, bum around. It's like super hot outside, but we don't care. We like it hot. Guys, if you like this video, if you want me to talk about anything else, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all your support. Hope you guys are having a great summer. If you are in the northern hemisphere, I guess if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's a little cold for you. But guys, thank you. This is the time of the markets where it gets a little boring throughout the summer, and not a lot of people are interested in crypto. It gets discouraging for some. People see the markets dropping. They see Bitcoin tanking. They think the end is near, and this is when people start capitulating. Price goes down to 58,000, down to 52,000. We hit 48,000, we hit 34,000. And when it gets down to those lows, people don't want to buy. They get scared and they don't want to buy. But that's the time you want to buy. But this is the most opportune time. If you happen to come across this video and you're watching me right now, please understand these opportunities don't come around very often. And this is the opportune time. You're in the window right now. So get started, guys. Okay. Wish you well, guys. This is Joel with the Crypto Code. Always trade with a plan. If you're not trading with a plan, why not? You need to learn to trade with a plan, or don't trade at all. Alrighty, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, if you like that video, there's another one right here. You can click on it and learn more about what we do. Also, you can go down in the description of this video, get a free risk calculator. You can check out our workshop. You can check out all the resources here at the Crypto Code. If you want content that's going to teach you how to finally be profitable in crypto, trading, investing, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and we'll see you guys in the video. And if you have questions, comment down below. We answer every single one. Take care, guys.